Did you guys hear that? That was the sound of Malaysia's national bird, which is Rhinoceros Hornbill. Assalamualaikum and hi, I'm Nazla and I'm going to talk a little bit about Rhinoceros Hornbill. Rhinoceros Hornbill has most recently been assessed for the IUCN Red List of Threatened Species in 2020. This species is listed as vulnerable under criteria A3CD plus 4CD. Even though the species is widespread within its range, high hunting pressure is exacerbating the population decline caused by habitat loss. The species is thus suspected to undergo a large population reduction over the next few generations. Therefore, it is listed as vulnerable. The Rhinoceros Hornbill, also commonly referred to as burung kenyalang in Malay, is scientifically known as Bucerus rhinoceros. It belongs to the class of Aves and is categorized under the order Bucerotiformes within the Bucerotidae family. This bird species is part of the Bucerus genus. Next, I'm going to talk about the common features of Bucerus rhinoceros. Bucerus rhinoceros can be recognized by its prominent golden yellow horn, called a cusp, on top of its beak. They have black feathers that covers their body, head, wings, and breast, while their legs and tails are covered with white feathers. Both male and female Rhinoceros hornbill have similar appearance, but we can differentiate between them by its size and the color of the ring around their eyes. Male Rhinoceros hornbills have an orange or red ring around their eyes, while the female Rhinoceros hornbills have a white ring and are relatively smaller with a smaller cusp. Rhinoceros hornbills measure from 99 cm to 125 cm in size. The average female Rhinoceros hornbills can weigh between 2,040 grams to 2,330 grams, while the males weigh between 2,465 grams to 3,000 grams.
Assalamualaikum and hi. This Rhinoceros Hornbill can be found in mountain, lowland, tropical, subtropical and in mountain rainforest up to 1,400 meters in Sumatra, Java, the Malay Peninsula, Singapore and also southern Thailand.
Hornbills are the forest farmers. They are huge, fruit-eating birds found in Asia and Africa's subtropical woodlands. They are extremely important for seed distribution and so plant reproduction because of their capacity to travel large distances.
Hi, I am Natzatul and I am here to share with you guys the threats that are faced by the Rhinoceros hornbill. Its habitat is the forest and Rhinoceros hornbill is not a migrant species. The main threat to this species is the forest destruction, which has been extensive as a result of commercial and illegal logging, as well as agricultural development. According to a study of forest loss from the year 2000 to 2012, forest loss within the range of this species decreased by 43.8% over 3 generations. Other than that, hunting is also another factor that is known to have an effect to this species. Mostly the hunters wanted its casque and tail feathers. These body parts of Rhinoceros hornbill mostly used in cultural purposes. These factors can destroy the whole ecosystem of Rhinoceros hornbill, and now its population is currently decreasing and is also known as a near threatened species.
Alright, next we will talk about the action taken and for conservation. There are lots of action has been taken by government and NGOs to conserve the hornbills, such as from the Malaysian Nature Society, or also called as MNS. MNS Hornbill Conservation Project was conceptualized in 2003 and formally found in the subsequent year. Its primary objective is to advocate for the preservation of white hornbills within the BTFC, or presumably Belum Temenggu Forest Complex, while also enhancing awareness about the cultural hornbills played in our forest.
There are several suggestions that we suggest to improve the conservation and protection in Malaysia. Our government should enforce the wildlife law and introduce the law about wildlife species to prosecute the lawbreakers. For instance, Act 716 is provided for regulation, protection and conservation about wildlife species in Malaysia. Besides, we suggest the NGO to establish more community-based conservation project, especially in Sarawak. The NGO should train more members to monitor hornbill project, track movement and report any suspicious activities about wildlife species in Malaysia. Last but not least, the school authorities should teach students about the wildlife species in Malaysia to create awareness among students for protecting the hornbill species in Malaysia. In conclusion, we can conclude that the conservation of hornbills in Malaysia is crucial. It is because we can protect this species from being extinct. Thus, let's work together to save the wildlife species in Malaysia.